my job to ask you.
That's illegal, sir.
This is what I do. Can you get off me?
Life in America as a black man can be pretty tough considering the racial bias of some police officers. Today, we'll be going through this one-of-a-kind case where a black man was tortured not once or twice, but multiple times by a single police department, which ultimately led to his arrest. Starting off on May 25, 2015, 25-year-old Roy Leishan Williams was parked inside a motel where he was staying the night, enjoying an oatmeal he purchased from McDonald's. However, shortly after, an officer from the Richmond Police Department approached him.
Man of my business. Eating some oatmeal. How you doing?
You got a room out here?
Yeah.
Which one?
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Because you're on the lot, and I don't know if you have a room.
I got a room.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking you which room you're in. Okay, you got your ID?
Mm-mm. What are you bothering me for?
Do you have your ID?
Yeah.
Okay, can you grab it, and I'll let you know everything? Okay, can you take it out and pass it to me?
No. If you're not bothered, if you don't have a reason, I'm not passing you my ID.
I do have a reason.
For what?
Once you get it, I'll let you know.
What?
Go ahead and grab your ID, and then we'll go from there.
Mr. Williams was visibly distraught by this racial profiling as he had done nothing wrong. Moments later, he decided to show the officer one more card that should calm him down.
Let me show you one more card before you want to continue to f with me, alright?
I didn't curse at you. There's no reason to curse at me.
I ain't cursing. I'm angry. I'm gonna show you one more card so you can go ahead on about your business.
I don't know what that card means. You can go ahead and pass me your ID.
There you go.
No, ask for your ID.
That's me.
You can pass me your ID when you pass me that.
I won't.
Mr. Williams was a licensed armed security officer in the state of Virginia and showed the officer his DCJS card, which meant that he worked with the Virginia Department of Criminal Justice. However, the ignorant officer was still not moving.
There y'all see me showing him my ID. That's all my information about me right there. Concealed weapons permit. Right there. Just came from McDonald's. Eating my food. Sit there, Richmond. He been knocking for about 10 minutes.
The officer continued knocking on his window for over 3 minutes, and despite his persistence, Mr. Williams remained calm and made sure he didn't give up on his rights.
Not this no life ass. He just gonna stay right there knocking for the rest of his life.
What room you staying in, man? Mr. Williams, what room you staying in, man?
I'm not talking to y'all. If y'all want to...
You have to crack your window again like you did. What'd you say?
I'm not talking to y'all. Y'all have no reason to be talking to me right now.
So why did I come over here and talk to you then?
Because you've been a police officer.
That doesn't make sense.
That's what y'all do.
You never met me before. You don't know what I do.
I don't care what you do.
You don't have to care. You just don't know.
Realizing that Mr. Williams wouldn't budge, the officer decided to head inside the motel and ask the receptionist if he was staying inside. This ignorant behavior was completely unnecessary as no one had called police for any inconvenience.
So now you want to talk? So now you want to talk? Good, yes or no?
I like my new phone.
You do, obviously.
And finally, the moment of truth appeared as the officer was informed by the receptionist that Mr. Williams does have a room inside the motel. The ashamed officers had to leave the scene with their tails between their legs.
Best believe it's on me. You already wondering. Yeah, it's on me. In my pocket. Countless of other ones. So what? Can't do nothing about it. Better get back in your car right off.
Why you want to talk now, but you don't want to talk earlier?
Cause I love when I make y'all look stupid like this. This is what I do for a living.
Step back over there.
This is what I do for a living. Y'all going on Facebook later?
Okay. Back away from my car. Thank you.
Alright, I back away from your car.
Appreciate it. You have a good one.
You too.
Next time you want to talk, maybe you can talk and not do your video thing.
Alright, fruitcake.
Ignorant officer ended up leaving the motel in his car, but still didn't offer any apology to Mr. Williams. Surprisingly, this was only the start of the troubling events for Williams, because in May 2016, several Richmond police officers responded to a call claiming that a person was armed with a weapon. Soon, multiple officers reached the location and approached Mr. Williams, who was about to enter an apartment complex.
Hey, stop! Hey! How you doing? How you doing?
I hope you know you've been recording.
I know we have body cameras here too.
Need you to step out.
What's the problem?
Go ahead and step out. Come
What's the
outside the
problem?
elevator. We need to talk to you real quick.
About what?
Step outside the
Just
elevator.
checking stuff. You've got handguns and assault rifles on them. Yeah.
You said what?
You've got handguns and assault rifles on you. We're
This
checking.
ain't assault rifle. These are everything.
That's an assault rifle.
That's not an assault rifle. It's a pistol. Yeah.
All we want to do is verify what it is. Just go ahead and step
It's a
out.
pistol.
It's a pistol. I'm just going to put you on camera at your thing and see. That's what
It's a pistol.
It's a pistol.
I'm telling
In
you.
the
it's a
age of active
You know who I am. Everybody. So we're not gonna do this. I will go viral on y'all ass over and over and over and over again.
Williams is a licensed security official and was legally carrying firearms. Moreover, even if he wasn't an officer, carrying guns in America is legal, but the officers suddenly seem to have forgotten the law.
In the age of active shooters and everything else, you're carrying an assault rifle around.
It's not an assault rifle.
Okay.
I'm telling you it's not.
Multiple people have called in.
It's not an assault rifle.
Listen to me.
It's not an assault rifle. I'm telling
Put
you.
it on your camera.
I will show the camera and everything. I'm telling you, I will go viral all over and over again on y'all.
Well, here's the man.
I don't give a if y'all gonna do what y'all gonna do or y'all gonna let me go, I'm out. Goodbye. I'm going home.
You're gonna come out here and talk.
I'm not gonna talk to nobody. All y'all. I'm not talking to y'all. What the f- I'm gonna talk to y'all.
Within moments, multiple officers had arrived on the scene, and they were blocking William. Eventually, the officers went ahead and did be unthinkable.
Yeah, take this phone here. Y'all see this, right?
What did he do?
Stay right there with me.
What did the problem do, man?
Record this whole thing. Record. Come on. Stay right there.
What is he in handcuffs for?
Record this. Follow me the whole time. Follow me. Follow me. Follow me.
Yeah, like what cooperate my wife. I ain't do nothing. It's my brother. I'm going down the steps.
You're gonna wait for these officers to come through, and then
Okay, y'all got my brother.
you're gonna wait for these officers, and then you.
Okay.
He wants to listen with fancy. If you guys don't want to listen with
I know the law.
Y'all doing too much. For what reason?
The officers bullied him into an arrest and forced him out of the complex. Shortly after, he was surrounded by cops as they kept on questioning him about the weapon.
Talk to y'all for what? You know how to talk to y'all. You don't have to talk
Just
to
sit back and
y'all.
record. This is what I do.
Yes, what's up?
Am I being arrested?
You're being detained.
For what? Get that camera on there. Why am I being detained?
Because we're investigating something. You with your weapons out. When we get a call, somebody with a weapon, we got to come check it out. We got to make sure your weapon is legal. You're legal. and everything with it.
Every time? So every time I get in
If
public,
you
I'm
walking
gonna
around
get
with a
stopped like that.
shotgun,
I didn't walk around with anything.
It appeared as if the officers had no clue about the laws and were just going with the flow. He was illegally detained as the officers checked out his firearm. As expected, every one of them was legally registered to Williams, forcing the officers to leave him.
I
Yeah.
want you to watch this.
Okay.
I got something for you.
Okay.
I'm free after these handcuffs.
Free at last. Free at last. Thank God Almighty. I'm free at last.
Just record. Just make sure you zoom in.
Just come holler at the people.
And just like that, Mr. Williams was released after 2 hours. During the entire investigation, he was carrying a firearm with him, but none of the officers searched him. The officers' behavior with Williams was becoming concerning, but unfortunately, this was only the beginning. Some days later, Mr. Williams was passing down the road when he started to make a U-turn and made eye contact with a police officer. Surprisingly, this was enough for the officer to pull him over and do a traffic stop.
What's the reason you pull him?
You got a third brake light out.
Oh, for real? How you knew that one when you bust the U-turn?
Huh?
How you knew that when you bust the U-turn and got
Right
my...
over there.
When? For real? Why you ain't been pulling me? I'm recording you, by the way. No,
Registration?
I would give it to you, but I would give it to you, but it's locked up in the glove department, and that key to that is at home.
It is?
Yeah.
Is it your car?
Yeah, you can run the tags and everything.
Okay.
All right.
Where are you going, sir?
The officer claimed that he stopped Williams for not having a third brake light. Well, as absurd as this sounds, the officer quickly changed his narrative once he saw his firearms inside the vehicle.
Where are you going?
I wouldn't like to share that information.
Okay. That BB gun in the back seat, where's that for?
Just a BB gun.
Stay here for. Open the door for me.
Why y'all trying to open my door?
Because there's a gun right by your leg. Get out of the car, please.
Why?
Because there's a gun by your leg.
It's supposed to be right there.
Okay. I need you to step out of the car, please.
Why? I gave you my ID and everything.
Okay. Well, you need to step out of the car, sir.
Why? I'm supposed to have a gun.
Huh?
I'm supposed to have a gun.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh, how come you didn't tell me about it when I walked up to the car?
You didn't ask me.
Oh, it's my job to ask you.
Despite Williams telling the officers that he was legally allowed to carry a weapon, one of the officers proceeded to do something alarming.
That's illegal, sir. Sir, that's illegal.
Sir,
I'm asking you to step out of the car.
I'm not under arrest. You run my tags and everything. You can see everything good with me. That's illegal what you're doing, sir. We ain't gonna do no type of communication after this is over with. We probably ain't even gonna never see me again.
You never know.
And you got the same last name as me,
There you
so
go.
you
See,
probably be
you
some
never
kin.
know.
You probably be some kin.
Might see you at the family reunion.
Hey.
But you never know, right?
The corrupt cop tried to open the passenger's door without any reason. Williams had committed no crime, and he should have been let go off with a simple ticket. However, the officers were determined to create an issue and kept prolonging the traffic stop.
Sir, back up off my car. You're a little too close to me, sir. 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 Can you back up a little bit? I'm nervous, sir. Could you back up a little bit? You got the whole task force on me.
If this wasn't enough, the officers proceeded to call a K9 unit to check Williams' car for any narcotic. Now, this was getting out of him, and it was obvious that the officers were harassing him.
Oh, now they got the dogs.
Look at the doggy.
Look at the doggy. That's illegal also. Can't do that. Can't bring a dog out. What's wrong with these people? Look. Yeah, I don't consent to that. I'm allergic to dogs. I don't consent to that, man.
That's not a word.
I'm allergic to dogs. I don't consent to that. always get treated like a criminal. I said consent, not content.
Fortunately, the dog didn't hit anything, and the racist officers couldn't pull Williams out of his vehicle. Despite this, they went on to write him a court summon for the brake light.
We always get treated like a criminal. I said consent, not content. Consent. Bring the puppy back over here. No? The dog ain't smell it.
He's gonna issue a summons for the defective equipment. That's gonna be it. Be out of here. Alright?
A summons for that?
Defective equipment. You gotta have
You
all
said,
three working. Nah.
You said how many brake lights up?
If you got three, you gotta have three working.
I got.
Not the one in the middle.
Oh, it's off completely? Really?
Step on it. Step on it.
William was only missing one of his third brake lights, and sadly, he was tortured for over 2 hours just because of this. None of the officers on the scene had any remorse for the poor guy.
You gonna issue the summons?
Oh, bug.
Sign it.
I'm not gonna sign it, but okay.
Well, that's well.
A bug. You ready to write me a summons for a bug? You didn't say all of them was out. You said a bug.
Listen. He's gonna issue the summons for that, okay? Alright? There you go.
You want to go to court for all that? You gonna waste the taxpayers' money?
To you, okay, sir? Here's your information back. Make sure that everything you gave me is here. Is it all there? Sir?
As of now, it appears that Mr. Williams has become a clear target for the Richmond Police Department. Another disturbing incident occurred in July 2015 when Mr. Williams was driving down the road when a police cruiser got behind him. The officer kept following him for several blocks before ultimately pulling him over. The reason for this stop didn't make much sense.
There we go.
Ready for me to start?
Huh?
You know what the speed limit is?
Where?
Where you just came from?
Broad Rock?
No. You know what street you on?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? How about Orcutt?
That was a long minute back there. That was a while ago.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
There ain't no time limit.
I'm saying, why you ain't been pulling me?
Excuse me?
Why you ain't been pulling me? That was a
I
long
ain't been
time.
for you because I was running your tag.
Oh.
To see who I'm dealing with.
You see?
Mm-hmm.
You know who you dealing with?
So do you know the speed limit is?
Huh? Back there?
Yeah.
What you clock me at?
That's not the question I asked you.
Did I know what the speed limit was? Yeah.
Instead of telling Mr. Williams what his offense was, the officer kept questioning him about the speed limit.
I was doing about 35.
No, you were doing 45.
Oh, no, I definitely wasn't doing 45.
That's what took me so long because I paid you the whole time you were going.
Nah, somebody speeding like that, you pull them immediately and ask them what they think.
You do?
Going like.
You know me?
No, I'm just saying. Period.
I'm asking you a question. Do you know?
No, I'm just saying. Officer. Period.
I'm asking you a question. Do you know me?
No, I don't.
Then you can't say what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Because you don't know.
Sound like you're getting a little rowdy.
Are you law enforcement?
Am I?
I'm asking.
Something like it.
Huh?
Something like it.
Excuse me?
I said something like it.
Something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in that
So
field.
you got some creds?
I'm in that field.
Huh?
I said I'm in that field.
You in that field? Oh, you got some creds? You got some creds for that weapon?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got to on it.
Huh?
I got to.
The officer was getting increasingly confrontational with Williams and soon deviated the speeding ticket into his weapons, which he had displayed inside his car.
You just say you ran my tags. That let you know everything.
Okay, so let me see it.
What you need to see?
Your permit.
My permit for what?
The weapon.
It's not concealed. What you need
You
my
said
permit?
you had one.
No, I'm just saying what you need that for if it's not concealed to show 'em.
You said you have a permit. Do you have a permit? Yes or no?
A permit for what?
To carry that weapon.
You don't need a permit to carry a weapon.
Sorry?
You don't need a permit to carry a weapon.
You need a permit to carry it concealed. You
It's
said
not-
that's what I saw when I was.
I'm
looking
saying
to
you.
see what?
I'm saying that weapon right there is not
Do
concealed.
you have a permit? Yes or no?
That's irrelevant.
It is relevant. You the one that telling me what I saw on my screen.
But it's not concealed though. The weapon is showing, so I had no need to show you my concealed weapon permit.
Mr. Williams was absolutely right, however. It appeared as if the officer had no sense of the law. After being taught a lesson in law, he became even more aggressive.
I say you sounded like you saying, oh yeah, I said it sounded like you seem a little more angry than a police thought.
I don't care if you report me.
Oh, okay, well let's get it. Let's get it. Let's start this process.
What bothers me is you think you know what you're talking about and you don't.
What,
You're telling me what
I'm saying if somebody's speeding excessively like that over the speed limit, then you want to hurry up and pull him and see what's wrong with the guy. You don't want to follow him 5-10 blocks down the street, run his tags, find out about the person, and then know about the person, then come and question about this. You doing wrong police work.
So what you're telling me is
your police work is not correct.
Since you're assuming, let me give you an assumption. This car could have been involved in a robbery. If I run the plate before I pull up on the car, I know that before I approach it.
Oh, okay. All right.
But that goes your logic compared to mine.
Yeah.
Because I do this job every day.
You think like that. Yeah, that's how you think.
I do this job because I do this job every day and you don't.
Okay.
That's the thing.
Okay.
Once again, it was pretty obvious that the officer had personally targeted Mr. William. He then proceeded to give him a court summons for speeding before letting him go.
Thank you.
I issued you a summons for speed.
Really?
Court date's the 10th of September at 11:30. The courthouse at 920 Hall Street.
Well, surprisingly, this isn't the end of proceedings, as Williams was once again stopped by a Richmond police officer just outside his home. He was parked there when a couple of officers came over and started bullying him regarding his firearm.
You got any weapons in the vehicle?
What you want to see, sir? What reason is you even talking to me? I don't have to answer none of your questions. No, my sister live here. I just told you I can call my sister right now and have her come outside. We just pulled up. I was ready to go in her house. He was waiting on me. I was on the phone.
Okay.
I'm not doing
this officer, okay? I'll be right back. Hey man, you got your ID on?
Hey, you don't gotta show him nothing, to give him none of that. And get back at me. I got my camera recording you.
Okay.
So go ahead and do what you gotta do. I don't have to answer none of your questions. I know all my rights. I know everything. So do what you gotta do. The camera is on you. We're recording you. So go ahead and do what you gotta do.
I got you. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna secure your weapon just for my safety.
No, you're not. You don't use it. I'm supposed to be getting out, going to my sister's house right now. I just pulled up and was on the phone. Didn't want to get out because it was cold and I was talking on the phone. So you're not going to stop me in what I'm doing for no reason, just because you already went to the store and asked the people about me. I saw you following me the other day for no reason.
Williams tried to talk the officer out of the arrest, but the ignorant officer proceeded to do something stupid.
Can you get off me, sir? My fucking arm is in.
I got it in my pocket.
Can you get me?
What he do?
I got this.
Man, what you keep doing? Why are y'all
Back up.
Police brutality.
Man, what
Hey,
you
call the ambulance. Call the ambulance. Call the ambulance.
Why y'all on him?
Call the ambulance.
Back up.
Hold up.
Call the ambulance.
Get back, cuz.
Call the
Why
ambulance.
y'all on him? He got a license and everything.
No, one.
What
Tiara.
he do?
Give him everything he sees, Tiara. Tiara, back up. Back up. You live out here. I told him you live out here, everything. Back up.
I ain't doing nothing.
Come on, dude.
Back up, Tiara.
I ain't going nowhere.
I got all this on recording. Just back up.
It's fine, you can record all you want.
Okay, but that's what I know.
The officers proceeded to arrest Williams as they took his firearm and proceeded to check it. Once again, it came registered to Williams and they had no option but to let him go. Williams was tired of this regular police brutality, but the worst was yet to come. On the 19th of November 2016, Sergeant Jonathan Nathanson pulled him over. He seized Williams' firearm and proceeded to run it. The gun came back stolen, whereas William claimed that he had purchased it online from a person and he might have stolen it. The sergeant paid no attention to his claims and proceeded to arrest him. Ultimately, the case went to trial and the jury found him guilty of receiving a stolen firearm and possession of marijuana. He was sentenced to 1 year in prison and was also fined. After serving his sentence, Roy Leishan Williams decided to file a lawsuit against the Commonwealth of Virginia, as he believed that the Richmond Police Department had been constantly trying to apprehend him for anything and just silence him somehow. Currently, there's also a GoFundMe campaign started for Mr. Williams, and you can donate any amount you wish so he can carry out his legal battle against the corrupt and racist system. Well, that brings us to the end of this video. Today, we got to see several instances of racial profiling profiling, and deliberate targeting of Mr. Williams by the Richmond Police Department. It appears as if the entire department is up against this one man, and they are trying too hard to bring him down. We can only hope that Mr. Williams gets the justice he deserves and wins the lawsuit. If you agree with me, please consider showing your support by liking this video, and also make sure to subscribe to stay informed about future cases like these. Also, if you enjoyed this video, check out the next video here.